If you notice, a lot of people, they won't have any memories before a certain age. And I think that's probably because before that age, the world was different. And so now because their identity is stuck to this like more darkened world, they don't relate to that. And so that's not in their memory anymore. So
how do you get that back into your memory?
probably by doing a thing like a hypnosis psychology thing where you can get that sense, get that peace. But see, like if you ever remember that, because you're so attached, your identity is so attached to this darkened world, if you do see that, it'll feel like another life, like somebody else. You won't feel like it's you, you know? Yeah. So it feels like another world, like you're experiencing another world. And that's probably why people think that, oh yeah, past lives and stuff like that.
That's probably why.
Yeah. There's some kids that actually have memories of other people, but I think for a lot of people, the past life experience might just be that the period
where they don't remember.
And it just feels like, because it does feel like a different world. It feels like heaven maybe, and so they might feel like, oh, in a past life I was in a heavenly place, but really it's just
like
so there's a point, there's an experience that makes your world go dark, right?
Yes.
And I think that eventually, as you get older, like you'll go through traumatic experiences and then you'll get out of it. Then you'll go through another one and get out of it. And I think through life, like you'll go through a lot of those. And I think the point is to just accept it as a pattern of life, you know. I think that eventually
you get used to it.
I think that's the point that I'm in right now. Because like the first time that you go through a traumatic experience, you think like, oh wow, this is the end of the world. Oh my gosh, this is so big. We're all gonna die. And then you go through it. And then the second time that it happens, it's like, oh no, not again, what's going on? Oh my gosh, no, please, no, that happened once before, it's gonna happen again, no. And then the third time that it happens, it's like, oh, again, you know. But you just go through enough of those. And that's the point that I think I'm in right now. So right now, whenever I go through a traumatic experience, I'm like, all right, let's get this over with. You know, and you're just like in that dark spot.
What if you only go through a traumatic experience once, and then the next time it happens, you're kind of like, I knew this was gonna happen. You kind of just like accept it.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of times that something needs to happen for you to learn from it will vary from person to person. Like
it's different for everyone?
Yeah. Like, okay. And it still feels the same. It still feels like your world is falling apart. But now you're just like, okay, let the world fall apart. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna like crawl in the ground. I'm gonna be covered in dirt. But now you just let yourself go through it. And you kind of know that eventually it's going to be over. And you're going to be dirty, and maybe your life will change, and maybe you'll lose a leg or something, an emotional leg or whatever. But, you know, what are you going to do? As far as value, I mean, anybody that wants to avoid pain, they could either like numb themselves or commit suicide. But, you know, as far as value of life, you know, it's like, do you want to live life with no legs, or do you want to just not exist at all? Like, if you don't have a choice, it's like, just go through it.
To relieve the pain, yes.
Yeah.
Or you can just go through life without legs. How do you live life in between?
Oh, yeah, that's how you do it. Like,
Live life in between?
Yeah. Just like cope. Just do things that'll help you cope. That means like stay in the past. You know, just live in the past in the good old days. Or pretend, or what a lot of people do is they pretend. Yeah. You know, like when somebody breaks up with you, it's like, oh, it's their loss. Right. When really, maybe it was your loss, you know? But if it makes you feel better, you just
it was their loss.
need to think that it was their loss, I guess.
But what if it was their loss? Not like, oh, it's their loss. What if it was their loss? But it makes them feel better. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people just lie to themselves so that they could just cope. And that's how you go through life.
Thank you.
Yeah, not worrying too much about, just like bearing the pain, not really trying to solve it, but not really succumbing to it.